build. Yeah, I am. I'm only doing the middle distance, so the middle distance honestly could probably not ride at all much and then just come off the couch and do it. Wouldn't be fun, but I think you could survive. I was looking at the long, like the full course, and I don't think at this point there's any way I could even hope to do that. You know, with it 50% being gravel, that's going to slow you down. It'd be like probably 13 hours to do the long course. Well, that's what I originally was going to sign up for the long course because I was super gung-ho and I was going to be crazy awesome in shape, and life decided otherwise. I followed a training plan the whole time though, like from January till now. So I feel like I'm in decent riding shape, but just like my regular health and weight loss, that never really stayed on track. And we'll see how this year goes, and if they come back, that's probably a goal for 2024, is to do the full course. I think if it was later in the year, you know, like the ride was September or August, there'd be more chance to do the full. Oh yeah, how was the... I was actually going to sign up for the Car Crusher, and then one of my daughter's track meet was on that day. Well, and then too is the shorter distances for BWR have less gravel. The middle distance that I'm doing is only 32%, according to Ride with GPS. So we're talking, was it like 75K of road and 35K of gravel? Like, that's not bad. It's the full distance that's 50-50 gravel road. So you're doing like something like 106K gravel, 106K road. Like,
the race where they have slowly been getting popular called the Ghost of Gravel.
yeah, well, gravel riding here is just blown up. We have thousands of kilometers of like gravel logging roads to ride, and more people are kind of getting sick of dealing with traffic. And for me, like personally, when I go for group rides, I like to socialize. Super straight gravel, totally straight and flat. And so gravel works better for me. Yeah. Yeah, because like if I go on a ride, I want to socialize, and gravel is just that much easier. You can ride 6 people wide down the gravel road. Like road riding, you're single file in silence, or you're either yelling at each other. Oh, trucks. Oh, that car's turning.
logging roads cars are supposed to call out. Roads like that should be marked as a star zone.
Oh yeah, yeah, we have that here as well. Most of the gravel riding that we do though is like after hours or on the weekends when they're not actively logging. But there is a few active roads that we're on still. Oh, did you? Nice. Oh, that is a job. Oh, I have a couple friends that did that. I think tree planting is one of those jobs you should do just to experience it, but then like don't do it. Oh, I remember riding my mountain bike out in the bush and always seeing the tree planting trucks heading up into the bush. Tree planting season, they'd be everywhere. And you're like, yep, here we go. Oh, that's cool. And you see the people, they're all fresh-faced, leaving to plant trees. And then when they come back, they all look destroyed.
Said, yeah, I was one of those vegan blogs. Said that's why I feel like I know a bit about Simpson boot
Yeah. Oh, yes, boots. Gotta have good boots for doing that. You do not skimp out on the boots. When I started my apprenticeship, that was the advice I got. Whoa, that's crazy. It's crazy. It's a lot of freaking trees. That's a lot of walking between spots.
Said was in better shape. Said, yeah.
Yeah, you'd definitely be in good shape. Well, and it's not easy terrain to be walking on either. You know, slash blocks, just a bunch of garbled mess.
Said, yeah, I also got a lot of tree planting. Said was kind of my specialty.
Morning. It's like the first time I've ever seen anyone else on a bike. You're like, if it's steep, send him. He likes it steep. I think you need to be slightly crazy to plant trees, so I don't know, that's... Yeah, that's... You're like the tree planting like super pro where all the rookies are like, whoa, it's him. You see that guy? He plants a bajillion trees a day and on the super steeps. Yeah. After the first season, I'm never coming back. This is like the worst job ever. Well, I'll tell you, you forget the pain really quick, and then 2 months later, you're thinking, that wasn't so bad. I could do it again. This is decent money. You know, it was hard. Yeah, I'll go again. And then it's like, as soon as you're back, you're like, this sucks. What the fuck? This is the worst. Trying to keep riding this way because I want to get the local legend on this Strava segment. But there's like some other dude that I think rides this every day. And I just have to go back and forth a few times one day.
More gravel, but I need a gravel bike.
Yeah, everyone always needs more bikes. I just use my cross bike and I just call it my gravel bike.
Flex said there are roads going north from here that would be fun to explore.
Well, it used to be, it is a cross bike, but it's cooler to say it's a gravel bike. I wish it could fit a little bit bigger tires. Being a cross bike, it wasn't meant to fit super not huge gravel tires. Because I'm pretty sure the UCI cross tire standard is 33s, maybe even 32s. So most cross bikes don't really have to fit anything bigger than a 30, 32 or 33. Yeah, that's what my wife has, an older Jake the Snake. And actually my bike is a private Jake. I don't think they make it anymore. I think they only made it for like 2 years. It was super cheap, aluminum frame, but it was a really good deal. Good for commuting, but like I said, I wish for gravel riding, I wish it could fit just a little bit bigger tires. I got 38s on it, and that's pretty close to the max. I could probably squeeze 40s, but I'd like to be able to fit 42s. That seems to be the sweet spot. Yeah, well, that's my road bike's got 25, but 38s are pretty decent, but there is some logging roads, like if you're gonna spend all day in the gravel, just the constant sort of vibration beats you down. It seems everyone is moving towards 42s as the sweet spot tire. Yeah, we got a couple roads that are like pavement. They're active and they grade them all the time. But a lot of the roads are pretty bad. Yeah, actually, that would be... I've been looking at those, actually. Actually, the redshift stem, the seat post, and the their quick release aero bars. Because that would make a big difference if you can just sit like this for an hour while you ride. It's really comfortable. Said about 300 grams in weight, so not bad too. Yeah, that's pretty good. I used to be more of a weight weenie, but I'm fat, so I should just like lose weight rather than spend extra money on light bike parts. The comfort really does it though. Like if you're comfortable on the bike with like a seat post and stem, you're gonna ride farther and faster than if your back is like freaking killing you. Set of CD's Aero Super bikes with 32C gravel tires. Yeah, well, it's kind of funny. Like I was just talking about tire sizes, but then the UCI World Championships of Gravel, the guys pretty much rode road bikes. Well, no, they didn't pretty much. They actually rode road bikes with like 32s on it. It's not the spirit of the gravel.
I was working long.
Expertly placed heel to the fender. Fixed it. Like, you could totally do it. I've ridden my road bike with 25s on gravel, like nice gravel, but it's not fun. As long as you don't try to turn too sharply either, you can handle it. Just go straight. That's the most bikes I've seen in the bike lane. I think what mostly annoyed people with the World Gravel Championships was that the UCI took gravel riding and put rules to it. And that was sort of the spirit of gravel, was there is no rules. You ride whatever the heck bike you wanted. You rode with all of your stuff on the bike. You were self-supported. If you're gonna ride for 9 hours, oh yeah, no, there totally is, but that just annoyed a lot of people. What I don't understand about some of these... Yeah, exactly, Beats. I just don't understand, why does the UCI get to name... Like, why is it there? Like, what? So does, like, the UCI have rights over the world championships for every single cycling discipline? Like, what if some other dude came up and was like, no man, this race that I'm having, it is the gravel world championships. This is the true one. And then the UCI is like, no, it's ours. Like, who's the UCI to say? Like, is there some like world power judge that says, yes, the UCI gets every single world championship? Yeah, that's the man. Yeah, the Lord of cycling.
Well, I didn't vote for them. These came twice and that's the things make their documentary. Who are running these, not topics that get consideration.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it just doesn't makes no sense. Like, well, I think what it is every level of cycling sort of infrastructure. Cycling government, world government, all of it, yeah. Yeah, because like yeah, like our local bike club, we hold grassroots level racing, but to get insurance for this grassroots level racing, we all have to be members of Cycling BC, which is the provincial cycling organization. In turn, Cycling BC is a member of Cycling Canada. And Cycling BC follows the rules of Cycling Canada. And Cycling in Canada, in turn, is a member of UCI and follows the UCI rules. So it kind of all trickles down. But if you didn't have any of these provincial bodies, or it was like, how many years ago when there was that whole disc brake incident? When
said the Big Bicycle Corporation will eventually find a way to keep their way in.
Like when disc brakes were banned, like we had time trials, like grassroots time trials, but we had to follow the rules set down by
Tax your income, tax your take home, tax your retirement, pay your local tax, pay your state or province tax, pay your federal tax, pay your global tax.
So we had people that weren't allowed to come to a few of the time trials because they had disc brakes, because we had to follow the rules. It's kind of like Zwift, actually. I remember when Zwift came out, Zwift held their own national championships, but it was called the Zwift National Championship. And so it wasn't like a recognized by Cycling Canada.
I remember this boat.
Why was that dude spraying shit into a phone? That made no sense. Yeah, so Zwift had, it was called the Zwift Canadian National Championships. It was a fun race. So it was recognized within Zwift that you were, the Canadian national champion, but only in Zwift. I don't know why I'm so behind today. It's 20 to 8. What the heck happened? I didn't do anything different than I normally do in the morning. I'm like 20 minutes behind where I normally would be. Super weird. I lost some time in the Matrix. It's one flight. Oh, that's like days I work from home. It's like roll out of bed, walk down some stairs. It's like bam, I'm at work. I got here in 30 seconds. It was a long weekend this week, so I chose to just go into the office every day. I need to keep the legs spinning a little bit for BWR on Sunday. So I'm just riding lightly. I'll probably take tomorrow off and then do a leg opener on Saturday. Leg opener on Saturday, go drive down and register. Yeah, my job, I do not need to go into the office at all. Ever. They like us in the office, but it's totally not needed. I actually get more work done not in the office because people don't bother me. But when you're in person, it's way too easy for someone just to like walk down the hallway and be like, hey, what's up? Blah, blah, blah. And then try to talk to you for like 15 minutes. And I'm guilty of doing the same thing to other people. Bugging them.
Seems like that, yes. I'm having more success in this format. Scientists said I can relate. I'm introverted too.
I'm like introverted until I don't want to be introverted. And that usually lasts an hour. Like, I could totally work from home and not talk to anybody for weeks and be totally fine with that.
Seems like that I actually like being around people, but I like my quiet focus time.
Yeah, that's the thing, is when you're at the office though, you don't get to choose your quiet focus time.
Meanwhile, that I like working from home.
Where I'm at with them,
But living by myself.
yeah, like if I'm at home, I can choose to, reach out if I have questions.
The best thing that has ever happened in my life. It let me move to Florida.
Yeah, well, that's the thing too, is working from home, you can work wherever the heck you want.
Even I said right. Focus time is a staple on my calendar.
Well, even this, like I really enjoy my my rides to work, but I mean, it's by the time I get to work, I'm not going to be at my computer to probably 8:15. If I was at home, I would have been on the computer for over an hour by now. So really riding to work, I've lost an hour of productive time if I had just stayed home. Oh. A scammer just texted me. Hey Kevin, is that you? Well, yes it is. It is. Well, that's what's funny. Even if I drive to work, by the time you get up, get changed, drive to work, it's still over an hour. I have 2 to 3 hours a day of wasted time driving to and from work. And I live really close to work. So much waste.
said usually 3 hours a day in the car.
Yeah, that's like almost half, it's like a third of your workday. Just getting to work.
Flex said not missing the commute since I started working from home.
Like everyone's working from home. I'm gonna go tell my boss. Screw this. Working from home from now on.
Said I could do it.
Well, that's the other thing too, is because you're more efficient and not being bothered, I literally can get what I would normally do at the office in a day done in about 4 to 5 hours at home. But at home, I start at 6:30 in the morning, so I'm pretty much done my day by 1, maybe 2. What's really weird is that automation about the map was I changed and saved it, and it reverted back to the old one.
That I completed weeks ago, but forgot to submit because I was that much ahead of schedule. Beats you one down.
Yeah, totally does. That's exactly what happens. Yeah, I have, like, most of my work, I have deadlines where there's closing dates. You know, it'll be like Thursday at 2 p.m. Yeah, when I was at home, I'd finish stuff. Normally, on a normal situation, I'm still working on it. I'm still working on it the day of close. Almost there. Well, I had actually planned on riding a bit more, but kind of behind schedule today. I'm getting my ass to work. right, can I make it two days in a row of getting through the tunnel without losing the stream? All right, let's do this. Let's get through this tunnel. Did I do it? Did I make it?
Rumophile said, well done. Theodore H said, a lot of art on the wall. Steve Steve said,
That's like my sprint section. It's like you get through the tunnel as fast as possible. Well, you know, the less time you spend in the P tunnel, the better anyways. Ah, this is good. Yeah. I'm surprised though, because I've gone through that tunnel so many times, and they usually give me like a low bit rate warning halfway through. Hands are like super numb today. Weird. It's not bad. It's windy though. Tons of wind coming this way. But in general though, very, it's a good temperature for riding. Like it's just cold enough to put the long sleeve jersey on. I mean, you can't complain. We've had an awesome streak of weather so far. Yeah, it's 8 o'clock already. I need to get to work. Who else? Let's go say hi to Sarah. Sarah and Hitch are both riding, but Sarah's on like day 45 or 50 of her trip, like insane. Like, what an awesome adventure. Yeah, you know what? I'm the same way. That's like my retirement goal now. I miss the age. I got kids, and I missed the opportunity to do all that when I was the age and I didn't have responsibilities. Yeah, I know. As both my wife and I want to just bike around. I just have to stay healthy enough to make it to retirement. I wanted my kids to get into biking, so I tried. They both have like really awesome mountain bikes.